It's a very good delivery, beats everyone. Shurad Vesavka looking for an ambitious reverse sweep. Beats the bat, beats the keeper. 4 byes the result. 4 runs to the total of Nepal. They wouldn't mind that. This is very intelligent batting by Nepal. In particular, Paras Gatka calling his partner through. Good running between the wickets. Nepal a very fit side. Easily completing that single. As we speak, the Malaysian contingent has landed. Down the wicket. Blasts it long on. Adnan Idris collects the ball. Nepal really putting on a show here. Aggressive bowling, electric fielding, and now the batsman. And on this occasion, Vesavka manages to execute 4 runs. Expertly implements the reverse sweep. They are really putting on a show here. Buoyed by their fans. Great support for Nepal all around the park. On a beautiful Saturday morning, Nepal are taking control of this game at the end of 7 overs. 68 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kuwait, on the other hand, they'll be looking to strike a few quick blows, barring which Nepal are on a canter. Miss Nitisha Katara looking at proceedings from her point of advantage. Tournament director, she'll be very proud. ICC putting on a wonderful show here. This World T20 Qualifiers Asia Finals in Singapore. The lady behind the gentleman's game. Shiraz Khan continues from the Serangoon Road end. Short, wide. Cut away to deep sweeper cover. It's a clumsy bit of fielding. Nepal aware to the situation, capitalize. Quickly grabs 2 on it. There's one area Kuwait needs to focus on. It is their fielding. That's a magnificent shot. Paras Gatka using the long levers to good effect. Dispatches that ball back past the bowler for 4 runs. Neither long off nor long on could do anything about that one. They were mere spectators. Shiraz Khan continues. The slip has disappeared. And on this occasion, guides it to long leg for 4. This is excellent batting. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about the bowling. Shiraz Khan going for boundaries and runs on both sides of the wicket. Very difficult for the captain to set a field. And as we speak, the short third man moves to short fine leg. Backward point. Captain himself moves to a short third man position. Waves his arms around Kashif in an animated fashion. Shiraz Khan beats the bat. Paras Gatka a bit disappointed. Unable to put that delivery away. But they've already collected around 12 runs from this over. Well on their way. Once again, quick running between the wickets. Shurad Vesavka calling his captain through. Singapore's neighbours Malaysia, they'll be taking on Qatar. The game that starts at 2 p.m. This is excellent batting. Good bit of fielding there. Once again, the skipper, Mohammad Kashif, putting in the dive, saving 3 runs for his side. At the end of 8 overs, Nepal 80 for the loss of 1 wicket. Skipper Paras Katka having a well-deserved drink. Starting to get hot out there. It's going at 10 runs and over, Nepal. Having the run rate well under control. They don't want to take any chances. They'll be looking to dust Kuwait off as early as possible. Kuwait, on the other hand, they've gone to their spinners. Looks like Mohammad Aslam. Been brought in from the Balestier Road end. There's a short third man, backward point, cover, deep extra cover and a long off. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square and a short fine leg completes the fielding. Mohammad Aslam picks up the bowling marker. Umpire Kali tells him to get a move on. Not before a few trial deliveries. Always a good idea. Be bowling left arm around, coming through. Straight away drill down to long off. Sharad Vesavka doing the smart thing here, getting Paras Katka back on strike. Both these batsmen seem to be in no trouble at all. Negotiating the Kuwaiti bowling with great ease. Paras Katka gets down on one knee, hits it in the air. And once again, Rauji De Silva came charging in from the cow corner boundary, unable to get to it, concedes 4 runs in the process as well. Paras Katka leaving a bit dangerously. It's very entertaining batting though. He's in an aggressive mood of mind. On this occasion, turns down the single. Usman bhai, please tell them to keep a bit quiet. Throw this lot. Punched away down to long off. Paras Katka moves on to 41. Batting with excellent control here. Sharad Vesavka playing ideal foil to his skipper. Both Nepali batsmen batting extremely intelligently. At the end of 9 overs, Nepal proceed to 86 for the loss of 1 wicket. The Nepal fans cheering their heroes on. It's a wonderful support here for Nepal. Flags, cheering fans and ice creams. It's a great Saturday morning. In sunny Singapore here, we have cotton wool skies and the IA ground looking a sight. Kuwait They've created the opportunities. The fielders haven't quite been able to convert them. Nepal, on the other hand, continuing a very dominant performance here. Paras Gatka hits it up in the air. Ball falling short of the deep extra cover fielder. 1 run to the total. Shiraz Khan employing the slip straight away. I think that's a good ploy. Kuwait needs wickets. They are to make any impression on this game. Slowly but surely drifting in Nepal's favour. But cricket's a funny game. It's very intelligent batting by the Nepali pair. They are well aware of the situation and the importance and the significance of the occasion. They will not allow Kuwait a look in. Both these two batsmen mixing aggression with caution. And on this occasion, a beautiful shot. Reverse sweep. Paras Gatka, Nepali skipper, sends the supporters into a frenzy. 4 runs. Wonder if they should even continue to have a slip fielder for Paras. If you are looking to pick up wickets, need to attack. Well bowled there. Shiraz Khan manages to find a rare dot. Full swung away to deep mid wicket. Paras be disappointed with that. Total moves on to 93. Sharad Vesavaka back on strike. Looking for a quick single. Prevented by Usman Waheed, the dexterous wicketkeeper of Kuwait. That's the end of the 10th over. Nepal cantering along to 93 for the loss of 1 wicket. 49 runs away from booking themselves in what would be a final tomorrow against the hosts Singapore, who are leading the table at the moment and awaiting the arrival of their Mount Everest of a challenge. Mohammad Aslam to continue from the Balestier Road end. Kuwait ideally would need a wicket or 2 quick ones. They are to restrict this Nepal onslaught. This is extremely intelligent batting. Paras Gatka hitting the boundary markers, collecting the occasional boundary. Right from the onset, having won the toss and electing to field, Nepal have looked solid. It's a good delivery. Mohammad Aslam bowling into the pads. The wicket looks lovely for batting. Yesterday in the game between Kuwait and Qatar, nearly 400 runs being scored. Vesavaka punches it down to long on. And that's the half century to the Nepal captain. Acknowledges the crowd and his dugout. Wonderful innings. Well deserved. 50 runs. Paras Gatka guiding his team in this chase. Standing tall like the Mount Everest himself. Nepal would ideally like for him to bat through. Kuwait would love to see the back of him. Vesavaka once again punching the ball down to long off. Mohammad Aslam diving to the left, cannot prevent the single. Certainly hit the ground hard. Seemed to have knocked the wind out of him. Paras Gatka launches that one. That's gone miles. It's a huge six. That one has frequent flyer miles on it. That one almost went back to Kathmandu. Great work there by the facilities staff. Senior curator, Mr. Kareem, Mahesh Kumar, the head of facilities. They've produced a wonderful surface and an excellent outfield for cricket to take on here in Singapore. The live broadcast coming to you courtesy of the Singapore Cricket Association. The ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Finals. What a spectacle of attacking T20 cricket this has been thus far. Runs, wickets, brilliant catches, it's all happening. All the teams having a wonderful time here in Singapore. One of the best destinations in the world for events. Ahsan Nasir been brought back into the attack. Doesn't do the captain's confidence any justice. Ambles in and bowls one down the leg side. A real help yourself delivery. Sharad Vesavka takes full toll of it. 4 runs down to fine leg. And on this occasion, guides it to short third man for a single. Paras Gatka. Quick on his feet, crossing through for a single. Moves on to 56. Vesavka to 26. Ahsan Nasir bending his back, trying to extract some assistance from this IA wicket. Paras Gatka beautifully plays that to deep backward square leg off his pads for 4. For a single, I beg your pardon. Nepal go past their 100. They're at 109 now. Once again, the Kuwaiti fielders, despite valiant effort, conceding a single. Shiraz Khan there, the big unit, putting in the dive. The ball ricochets off his right hand. Nepal banks a single. Paras Gatka punts it down to long on for another single. It's been an excellent display of T20 cricket by Nepal. Hot favourites here in these ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. Well, in this game they've lived up to the billing. They will face their challenge tomorrow. Host Singapore, undefeated in this tournament, playing some magnificent cricket themselves. They'll be awaiting Nepal Sunday morning here. 9:30 game. Big crowd expected at the IA. Looks like Mead Bavasar with some left arm orthodox from the Balestier Road end. It's got a long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square and a fine leg. Straight away bowls into the pads, threatens to throw it back. It's all in good spirits. It's been a wonderful tournament, played in the best of spirits. Sharad Vesavaka, he's got his gloves off, looks a bit relaxed at the non-striker's end. Paras Gatka takes a few steps down the track, eases that ball for 4 runs over the backward square leg. The Nepali batsman grabbing a quick drink while the skipper has a change of bats. Tell you what, that bat has been doing him well. Scored 62 runs with it. It's the highest individual score by a batsman in this tournament. Nepali skipper Paras Gatka. It's been very impressive this morning. Punted down to long on for another single. Mead Bavsar looking desperately to get a breakthrough for his skipper and Kuwait. There's a short third man, backward point, cover, sweeper and a long off on the offside. Vesavka drills it to long off and collects another single. He's been batting extremely intelligently, been a wonderful partner for his captain. Nepal effortlessly moving on here. Short, wide, dispatched backward of point for 4. Magnificent batting here by Paras Gatka. He is really setting the IA all on fire. No fuss, quality batting. Nepal really putting on a strong display, outdoing Kuwait in all 3 departments, bowling, fielding and batting. Once again, punts it down to long on. And at the end of 13 overs, Nepal 122 for the loss of 1 wicket. Cruising along. Kuwait captain brings himself on from the Serangoon Road end. The change of gloves. Nepal batsman ready for action straight away. Just 20 runs required. Nepal should manage this chase barring a historical collapse. Oh my God. Paras Katka perishes to the softest of dismissals. Mohammad Kashif lobbing the ball wide outside off stump. He certainly looks like the man with the golden arm. Paras Katka batting so beautifully, manages to give the easiest of catches to backward point. However, not before ensuring Nepal has got to safety and to a very dominant position in this chase. Certainly played a captain's innings. Looks like Singhai walking out to the middle. It's a very busy cricketer. He's got his little bandana under the helmet. He's a player that reminds me of the young Tilakaratne Dilshan from Sri Lanka. Always very busy, whether he's on the field or whether he's batting. It's an absolute live wire. I think Nepal would now look to these two to complete the chase without the loss of any further wickets. Kuwait wouldn't mind picking up a few just to make things interesting. Kashif's got the slip in to the new batsman, Deependra Singhai, and he lobs up another lollipop. Deependra Singhai wants no part of that. Cuts it to the sweeper fence for a single. Kashif fires one into the pads. Vesavka glances it neatly to the deep backward square leg fielder. Collects another single. And he's got him! Deependra Singhai perishes. Mohammad Kashif buys another wicket. He's been bowling right arm over the wicket popsicles, and the Nepali batsmen have been just throwing their wickets away. That is very unfortunate. Deependra Singhai unable to resist that invitation. Adnan Idris taking the easiest of catches. This is really unnecessary from Nepal. Sharad Vesavaka reduced to a spectator at the non-striker's end. I'm sure he'll have a word to the incoming batsman. Looks like Rohit Kumar Paudel. It is Rohit Kumar Paudel. Nepal really don't need to take any unnecessary risk. They can win it with singles from here. There's no point in donating wickets. Kashif, on the other hand, would be delighted. Picked up all three Nepali wickets to fall. And two have been absolute gifts. Good bit of bowling. Tell you what, very impressed by the Kuwaiti captain. Carries such a huge workload, bowling, batting, fielding, captaining the side. And on this occasion, he tries the lollipop once too often. Deposited to the deep mid-wicket boundary for 4. Kumar Paudel's having none of that. Smashed it away. That ball got the treatment it deserved. Nepal moves on to 128 for the loss of 3 wickets. at the end of 14 overs. Requiring another 14 runs to complete what's been a dominant performance this morning since winning the toss and electing to field. They bowled brilliantly and fielded brilliantly to restrict Kuwait to 141 runs. The Kuwait batsmen, they only have themselves to blame. Shiraz Khan from the Balestier Road end. Vesavka calmly punches it into the covers for a single. Brings Rohit Kumar on strike. This is all really what Nepal needs. In the partnership between Sharad Vesavka and the skipper Paras Gatka, ensuring Nepal's in absolutely no danger. It's a very good delivery. Shiraz Khan earning out a valuable dot ball. There hasn't been many in this Nepal innings. Drifting down the leg side, swept away. The ball's racing to the deep fine leg boundary. 4 leg byes. It's a valiant effort by the fielder there. Can't prevent from 4 runs being added to the Nepali total. Kuwait would reflect on the experience of this tournament, and I'm sure their think tanks will be looking at their fielding and injecting a bit more youth into this T20 side. They have been wonderful fighters, very gracious participants. That's a wonderful delivery, beaten for turn. But as this game draws to an end, so will Kuwait's hope of qualifying at this tournament. That looks pretty straight. For the man that matters, umpire Kali decides not out. The umpiring has been extremely consistent and of a high standard throughout this tournament. By Kali from Malaysia, by Tabaragda from Hong Kong, and mentor umpire Buddhi Pradhan from Nepal. Mr. Manu Nair, our match referee, being the officials adjudicating this tournament. At the end of 15 overs, Nepal 133 for the loss of 3 wickets. 2 hits away from booking themselves in Sunday's would-be final. Singapore already there. Kashif down, lobs it up again. Hit straight back to him, could not hang on to it. That was hit like a rocket. Vesavka nearly taking the bowler's head off. Would have been a fantastic return catch had he held on to it. Can't really put it down as a chance. Those either they stick or they don't. Swept away. Rohit Kumar to deep mid wicket for another single. This might be the data. It is the data. Sharad Vesavka, experienced player, manages it effortlessly to long on. Mohammad Kashif resorting to delivering airmail, flighting that ball extremely high. In this part of the world, we call it Singapore Airlines flight. And on this occasion, it's a great effort there by Adnan Idris in the deep, but cannot manage Nepal from going past the total and securing a command victory over Kuwait here. Finishing off in style, Sharad Vesavka and Rohit Kumar staying not out. It's been a wonderful performance. Nepal winning this encounter by 7 wickets. We will join you shortly with the awards presentation.